It's opponent and challenger, wrestling at Vancouver, British Columbia.
So that was the scene in last week's main event of Rampage for AEW. What do you think about that?
I think it's pretty sad, but it's pretty remember the last time we went to a show? You're literally gonna talk about that, right? Last time we went to a show, we dipped at the Rampage main event.
I think a lot of people dip on the Rampage main event, and we go in Austin and like Cedar Creek and HEB, and if you know like that area of Austin, like. When you leave, we like wanted to leave to like beat traffic and stuff. It's a small parking lot, and as soon as you leave the parking lot and hit the highway, there's like no cars because there's nothing open. So it's like we were always in a rush leaving the HEB Center for the main event of Rampage. We would always dip out in the main event of Rampage. So to be fair, I mean, it's been a long night. You've already witnessed a live Dynamite show, and then you have to watch the recordings of Rampage. So you kind of want to get out of there, get back to the hotel, get back home, whatever. Yeah. But I don't know. Last time we went to an AEW show was what, 2 years ago?
Yeah, about 2 years ago.
And we went 3. We actually went 3 years back to back when AEW first came out. We went like 2020. Oh yeah. 2021 and 2022,
yeah,
or it was
or I don't remember what year
22
it was.
and 23. It was something like that.
It was something like that, but I do remember the months. We went in like July, and then we went like that next March. Yeah. Because they were back at the same place.
And it was actually pretty cool because like the first time we went, we were like, we had different cool seatings. The first time we went, we were like in front, in the back, or like, we had the full view. The second time we went, was the best seats I think we had, which was on the side of the ramp where we saw everyone coming out, and we saw people even going to the side of the ramp and back. And then the third time we went, we're on the left side. Yeah. So that was pretty cool.
And mind you, remember when I went to the first AEW show with you, like I had no idea what was going on. I was like, oh yeah. I know Cody Rhodes. That was it.
AEW just went meow and then meow.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, so, this episode's going to be about NXT Battleground, but yeah, just to open up, like, that's...
AEW not doing so good.
Yeah, Tony Khan needs to stop being a freaking mark and understand what people actually want to see. Yeah. Like, this honestly is NXT Battleground because I was kind of... Like, I watched NXT in the very beginning, in the gold and black. Honestly, I dipped out of NXT when... the Undisputed Era happened, and I kind of dipped back in NXT 2.0. I mean, I can honestly like admit that as far as wrestling goes, like you are more knowledgeable and you know more about NXT than I do. You watch NXT more than I do. But I was excited about this pay-per-view because it was at the UFC Apex Center, and I was like wondering how it was gonna look. And honestly, I was wondering about this underground match, if it was actually gonna be in an octagon, which we'll talk about that. Let's just start in the beginning. What did you think of Sexy Red hosting?
I think they definitely got like a lot of attention with that because just like any other like event, like people are gonna probably watch just because they hear like, oh, Sexy Red's my favorite artist. Like I'm just gonna watch it just because she's hosting. Let me see what it's about. So I think she definitely got like maybe like a lot of social media attention for it, which was good, I'd say. And but she did good. She was fun.
Yeah, she was fun. You can tell she was really having fun herself and really into it because I think she's like, she's a bit of a wrestling fan herself. Like maybe she didn't watch every week, but like we just knew like it, like even before this whole thing, before her going into NXT, like she would have music videos with her with the WWE Championship, and we're like, I think she's a bit of a wrestling fan. Yeah. And then here, fast forward, she's on NXT.
Well, really, so like the point of like origination, like with Sexy Red, I don't know if I just made up a word, but it's just that literally she posted one day just randomly watching NXT like about about Lash Legend and like her little group and stuff. So I think that's where it kind of like started. Was she was like, oh, these like Shawn Michaels legit and WWE was like, oh my god, she's a fan. Like let's bring her on. Like she gets a lot of attention.
And that's the beauty of social media nowadays and people of that status is you can do that, and look, it makes for a fun show. Yeah. So I thought that was pretty cool. We started with the women's North American ladder match.
Definitely unexpected.
Oh, did you send that video on the drive? That picture?
What video? Oh yeah, the picture. Yeah.
Okay, let's see right here.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah, we'll pull
just
up
the way they designed it.
Yeah, we'll pull up the video here. Who ended up winning the ladder match?
Kalani Jordan.
Kalani Jordan. Yeah, that's right. I
Which
was see, that was my NXT thing. I knew her name was Kalani Jordan. I should have just said it, but I wasn't confident. I was like, is her name Kalani Jordan?
Yeah.
Like
no, and mind you, there's six women in this match, and my top 3 did not even include Kalani, so
I thought
I thought was gonna win. You know,
people want to say Lash Legend deserved it. People want to say that Fallon Henry, Soruka even deserved it.
Yeah.
Henley, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But like I think personally, Jesus Christ, how loud is on my mic? I think Michin deserved it, honestly, the most. And then people on Twitter or people on X were back and forth, and then there were people were like, oh, it was a surprise, so it's good. Like, no, just because it was a surprise doesn't mean it's good. It would be, if it was a surprise, like, you want it to be somebody at least, like, worthy of it.
Right, which a lot of people did on X think that she was worthy enough, but I don't know. To me, it kind of smelled like a little bit of like nepotism, because like she's like openly in a relationship with Carmelo Hayes, and he tends to be kind of popular. I don't know. I hate to think that, but that's just immediately what I thought. That's literally what I said immediately when I was like, wait, what? Like she won?
Yeah.
But yeah, I really didn't know what to expect.
Well, exactly. I guess we just gotta wait and see what to expect out of this.
Yeah.
Because where is this gonna go?
Yeah.
I still think NXT has the strongest women's division out of all companies. So I think this ladder match really highlighted that. So it was really cool. A lot of good spots. Lash Legend took a big bump.
Yes.
Hope
and
she's doing all right.
I was just going to say, too, like, WWE is kind of unpredictable, so she could be transitional. We won't know.
Oh, yes,
could
be.
Because she is just the first, so she's really just kind of, like, the one to, like, break the ice
on
the title. So
exactly. And they'll tend to do that where you'll lose it in, like, a week or a month and be like, well, you'll still be happy because you were the first. You were the inaugural, how to say it?
Yeah, inaugural, yeah. You'll always be known as the first, so, yeah, that's just special in its own way.
Yeah, and then after that, we had the tag team ladder match. I mean, not ladder match. No. The tag team match between
Axiom and Nathan Frazier and the Good Brothers.
Yes, Good Brothers definitely. Again, it would have been nice to see Michin win the Women's North American title, and nice to see the Good Brothers win the NXT Tag Team titles, but this match pretty much confirmed that the Good Brothers are just happy taking a paycheck and just helping out the younger talent, and they're only there to put over the younger talent. I wish they had a better run in AEW, or wish they had having a better run in NXT, or at least some kind of like you even said that you could have Michin win the NXT Women's North American title, you could have the Good Brothers win the NXT Tag titles, and then you have AJ Styles winning the WWE title.
We made this whole prediction that their group was gonna like take over WWE.
Yes,
before
and
this
you
match.
have the new strongest faction finally giving that faction what it deserves, and they dropped the ball. I'm losing my voice today. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
I don't know. Like, I was just really hoping for like a different ending, but I mean, overall, I think it was a good match.
Wait. 1 second here. We've been gone so long and haven't done a pay-per-view episode so long that we forgot our own rating. It's better than any other rating, people. It's better than the Dave Meltzer rating. Fuck Dave Meltzer, okay?
Yeah.
This is the best rating ever, okay? If it gets a 1, it gets a potato. And our rating, the only bad rating, because we love wrestling so much and we're not here to dog any performance, unless you're really going out there to make a dog shit performance. Our only bad number is a number 1, and that's a potato.
Yeah.
Number 2, it gets a pop. 3, this is awesome. 4 used to be elite, but as we stated in the beginning, AEW not as good anymore.
Yeah.
Or, need some work. So we changed our number 4 spot from elite to phenomenal. So if you're a number 4, you're phenomenal, and then 5, of course, is brass ring. So we got potato, pop, this is awesome, phenomenal, brass ring. Did I say this is awesome earlier? I don't know. But anyway, that's our rating. So what did you think? What would you rate the women's ladder match?
I'm going to give it a 3.
This is awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give it a 3 too. That's a good one. And this tag team ladder match, I'll give it a 2. I'll give it a pop. It was
2.
decent.
Yep,
it was decent. Good Brothers should have won, but they didn't.
Yeah, definitely we're on the same page with that one.
Okay, nice. And the NXT Underground match.
They had so many opportunities to do good with this match, and I feel like at the end of it, it was good, but you know, like they missed it, and it's just they could have done so much better.
You had the opportunity to have this match in the Octagon, and then we even gave it the benefit of the doubt. Well, you gave it the benefit of the doubt because once they took the ropes off the ring and they started this NXT Underground match between Shayna Baszler and Lola Vice, they went out the ring and they started kind of fighting out the ring, and you even said it, you called it, you were like, what if they go and they fight to another area of the arena where they actually go in the Octagon? And I was like, that's a great idea. Yeah. And it didn't happen.
They missed it both times. Again. Yeah, they ended up back in the ring.
NXT, Shawn Michaels, just hire us. All right, no, I'm just kidding. Like, be those people, oh, Shawn Michaels, like, he's not even in charge of, like, hiring. It's like, WWE and NXT has a whole HR department, but yeah, where you're like, oh, Shawn Michaels, hire us. Yeah. But no, like, we should write these NXT matches because it's like, we literally both thought of better ideas.
Yeah, so much better.
But anyway, you know, they totally stole our ideas. I don't know. Call me conspiracy theorist, but somebody in the WWE headquarters listening, because I even said on this podcast that the winner of SummerSlam should face, or the winner of King of the Ring should face
a title opportunity.
Exactly, at SummerSlam. And I've always said that since I was a kid, and I said that on this podcast. And what do you know?
Sure enough, they're doing that.
Yeah, exactly. You know. So, overall, what are your thoughts and what would you rate this Underground match?
Yeah, I mean, really, like, my thoughts are just that I just wish it had, like, a better, like, setup, you know? I wish it took place in, like, a different, you know, ring and everything, obviously. So, but overall, I think it was a good match. I like that both competitors came from, like, the MMA background. I did notice, however, that they did name drop Ronda Rousey a few times, even though she's literally trying to destroy them.
I know. Ronda Rousey's just bitter that her WWE run sucked, just like her UFC run sucked.
She just sucks. So I'm going to give this match a 3.
A 3? Yeah. I was going to give it a potato.
What?
Because of the disappointment. This was my main reason. Like, other than NXT being in the UFC Apex Center, this was like my main interest in the podcast, in the pay-per-view or PLE, because I wanted to see them in the Octagon. You had the perfect opportunity and you missed it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just complaining. I'll meet in the middle at 2. Give it a pop.
Okay. Yeah, I'll meet you there.
And the North American triple threat match between Ubu Fuba and Joe Starbucks. And Wesley. No. Obafemi, Joe Coffey, and Wesley.
I really don't have much to say about this match. This is like, if I had to rank like the matches I was looking forward to, this is like on the bottom of my list.
Right.
Just because, you know, I feel like Obafemi, like, they just kind of like brought him in and they're just kind of like trying to push him for whatever reason. And just, I don't know. I'd give this match a potato.
No, I agree with you as far as it was my least match that I was interested in. But like I said, I like Obafemi. I literally, anytime I hear his name, I just parody every song and every word and everything I hear. So like, I just call him Uba Fuba just because I think it's funny. Yeah. And because I never really, again, not really being familiar with NXT or trying to get back into NXT, I didn't really know what he was about. And what I witnessed from this match is that guy is a freaking tank. Dude's huge. He's got the traps. He's got the freaking moves. He's pretty agile for his size. Like that. Now I know what people mean when I've seen like on social media and stuff. They're like, oh, he's gonna be a star. And then I've seen him on the mic a few times, and it's pretty good. Yeah. You know, it's only gonna get better. So like, he definitely stood out for me in this match.
I guess they're just trying to push him for a reason. So.
Yeah, it was, this match literally reminded me of, like, not to take it Overwatch, like it was literally an Overwatch tank versus 2 supports. You know, and he showed his power and agility and his size. Like, the dude, he has the opportunity to go high in this company. Or in this company. Like, I'm over here, like, cutting a promo against him. Like, what am I saying? But anyway.
So what would you rate it?
I give it a pop. I still give it a pop. Like I said, this highlighted him, but that doesn't mean the whole match as a whole was. Right. What do you think?
I already told you. I'd give it a potato.
Okay, we'll meet in the middle at a pop, right?
Okay, yes. All right. We'll meet in the middle.
And then the women's title match.
Ooh, this one I was excited for.
Match. Yeah, I was excited. Jordan Grace, like I've seen again on social media, has promoted TNA more in the past few weeks than they have ever promoted themselves in the past 10 years. So Jordan Grace definitely highlighting. I don't know I was thinking like, okay, if she wins the NXT Women's Title, of course she's gonna transition away from TNA and join NXT finally, and finally be a part of WWE. But maybe it was just like a little cameo, spot, knowing that
think so.
WWE is like, hey, AEW Tony Khan wants to be a little douchebag and wants to talk shit about us. Guess what? We can collaborate with you, but we're not going to. We're gonna collaborate with TNA.
Yeah.
Like, ooh.
Yeah, and it's just kind of like, man, what was I gonna say just now? It was about Jordan Grace and. Just basically, like, I guess just along the same lines that you were saying, like, yeah, they're just it was kind of just like a throw it in your face type of thing, but I don't know, I just really wanted a different ending. I don't know why I thought that maybe, like, this would get, like, people wanting to watch TNA more, but at the end of the day, I guess WWE is going to worry about themselves. They're not worried about other people's ratings, so...
Yeah, we had a cameo by Ash by Elegance.
Oh my God.
It is awkward when you were literally just in NXT a few months ago as Dana Brooke, and then now you're in TNA as Ash by Elegance, and then you make a cameo in NXT. It's like, what do you expect to happen?
Exactly. Yeah, but I guess that's just she came out obviously to kind of like, show that, okay, that's her next thing with, she's going to go after Jordan Grace and whatnot. But yeah, I don't know. I really wanted Jordan to win, even though she's already. But what's going to happen with her title? I guess people have to watch like TNA for that.
Well, is there going to be a NXT crossover to TNA now? But it's going to be that one chick who's that goth looking chick.
Tatum Paxley.
Yeah, is it going to be her that's going to cross over? They're like, TNA. We'll give you one of our superstars, but we'll give you like a little,
the least needed one.
Yes. I mean, I'm sad to say, but it's just everyone has that stage in their career.
Yeah. I will give this match a 3. This
is awesome. I'll give it this awesome too. Jordan Grace is definitely a juggernaut. I've been following her since probably like 2016.
Before we met, yeah.
Yes, I've been following her before we met. Even when we met, you were going through my friends.
I was like, who's Jordan Grace?
Yes, and she's came a long way, and I'm like, it's awesome. It's awesome to see.
It is awesome.
And I'm like, she has no idea who I am or nothing. I'm like, I've been following you since 2015 or whatever.
Jordan.
But I definitely like this juggernaut gimmick or look and feel.
I do hope to see more of her.
Yeah, exactly. Definitely better than as much as I love Thick Mama Pump. That was kind of cringy. So, give this match a 3. This is awesome. The NXT title match. Ethan Page, speaking of AEW, Ethan Page made the jump from AEW to NXT. I definitely think he fits better in NXT, definitely.
Yeah.
That
was surprising. I was not expecting him.
Yeah, I would love to see him on the main roster already, but I think that's probably going to be a couple years and stuff. He's definitely going to go through a phase where he's the top heel or maybe even top babyface in NXT. Like I said, it's just not going to happen right away. The fact that he came into NXT and then automatically got a world title match alone shows how they feel about him, and they want him to be a big face in NXT. So, what did you think about this?
I thought it was. I feel like it was a quick match.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It was kind of quick. They just had a few, but it was quick in a way where it was good because they had a good amount of high spots in the match. The announce table spot, other big moves and things like that. The Razor's Edge. I worry about the NXT. Well, I guess this proves that Vince McMahon isn't involved in WWE no more because Vince hated having people with the same names in the roster. Like you have Braun Breaker, you have Braun Strowman, you have things like that.
Yeah.
Another thing he didn't like is people with the same finishers. Technically, Ethan Page's finisher, the Razor's Edge, is homage to Razor Ramon, Scott Hall. That's the same finisher as Damian Priest.
Dang.
So they're gonna have to do something there. Or I mean, if you just keep Ethan Page in NXT, God, I hope Ethan Page doesn't turn into another Good Brothers. He's just made to be in NXT and just stays there. He deserves better than that. But
because the point of NXT is obviously for them to eventually move up.
Yeah.
So that kind of sucks.
Is he? Because Ethan Page, spent time in TNA and AEW and stuff, and. I guess it just depends on age. Like, is he the age where they want to move him up, or is he the age where they're like, okay, now your job is to put over the younger talent?
That sucks.
Yeah,
because obviously
you can still get paid. I mean, a lot of people don't.
He's probably definitely getting. I mean, I'm not one to say like that I know everything about everything, but that I'm assuming that he's getting paid more than he did in AEW.
Yeah. So. Oh yeah. Well, yeah, and then so everybody that's in WWE, even people that are not. I mean, every superstar, every wrestler, independents, whatever. Everybody wants to be world champion, wants to be the top star. But I think there's a spot in your career where you have to realize, like, oh no, I just take the check and take my spot. I mean, but actually, no, I say that, but not everyone thinks like that because, like, even like people like Evan Bourne. Matt Sydal, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Like, before he was like big in wrestling, he even said like, no, I would just like be happy just to be the daily or the weekly jobber that just goes against their ass kicked. And, like,
which Matt Sydal does.
Yeah, so
still
it's
do
like
on Rampage.
there's there's people that just love wrestling. He's like, hey, I'm making a weekly check and I get to wrestle in front of a crowd every week.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care if I'm world champion. I don't care if I'm tag team champion or North American champion. Like, I'm still doing what I love weekly and getting paid heavily for it. So,
hopefully that's how Ethan Page thinks, because considering like in AEW he was like on screen every now and then, like here he is like immediately coming and like you said like main eventing this huge pay-per-view that, or premium live event, whatever, that took place at the UFC Apex Arena. So
yeah. So, I mean,
I say that's a step up.
Maybe we're going to get more toy hunts, more toy vlogs, because we got more money to blow.
Yep.
No, overall, I rate this match a 3. I'll give it a This Is Awesome.
I'm going to give it a 3, too.
Okay. Overall rating for NXT Battleground, I would give it a This Is Awesome.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was an awesome premium live event.
Yeah, and then went out with Trick Williams winning the NXT title match against
He's just
Ethan
so over
Page.
that they can't take it off of him right now.
No, and it was too soon to even, like I said, but yeah, and then Sexy Red, like, kind of cheering him on, dancing while NXT went out. It was a cool, fun show. Overall, it gets to This Is Awesome. Yeah. We'll end with this. So there's actually people that fell for this scam that Seth Rollins and Jey Uso contacted them and asked them for money. And people actually fell for it. And people, not only, this is straight up marks, not only did people fell for it, when people fell for it and lost their money, who did they contact to get things right? Adam Pearce. They literally are like, hey, Adam Pearce, get your employees. Like, I contacted Jay, I contacted Seth Rollins. Like, not going to the authorities, not trying to go to their banks and stuff like that. They contacted, there's such marks that not only did they get scammed from a fake Jey Uso and Seth Rollins, then they got scammed and contacted Adam Pearce to help them. And thinking Adam Pearce is the police. So, yeah, WWE takes action following Seth Rollins' social media scam. Adam Pearce actually had to make a statement in himself. Can you read this?
What if you have given money online to the likes of J-A-Y, Uso with 2 S's, and Seth Rollins with an E, etc.? I feel for you. I'm sorry that you got duped, but I can't help. Whatever job duties you believe I have, police work isn't one of them. Don't give strangers money online. This has been an APPSA. What?
Adam Pearce had to tell these marks that they got scammed.
I don't know. I'm sorry to say, but these dumbass people that literally
you can't feel bad for them.
No, you can't, because literally their names are spelled differently. Like, oh no, that's sad. That's sad.
Well, people, go out on a fun one, huh?
Yeah, that's on you.
Don't get scammed. We love you, and we'll see you next week.
See ya.